Hey everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David and I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. And I came across this over at Metro once again. And they're letting us know that mysterious objects in space could be proof of alien life. That's interesting. Yes, scientists think they have found Dyson spheres. Really? Wow, that's pretty cool. Scientists say they have discovered evidence of alien life in the form of enormous Dyson spheres. Dyson spheres are hypothesized structures that surround entire stars to absorb their energy, a way which advanced aliens could draw huge amounts of power. Wow, interesting. If such objects exist, they should give off a detectable infrared glow, also known as a technosignature. Now, after combing through mountains of space data, astronomers think they may have found not one but seven. In a collaboration known as Project Hephaestus, teams of astronomers from Uppsala University in Sweden and the International School for Advanced Studies in Italy combined data from the European Space Agency's Gaia satellite, 2MASS Sky Survey, and NASA's WISE satellite. Now, each team separately analysed the same 5 million stars from the combined data sets and found the same signs of excess infrared heat that could not be explained by natural known processes. Now, here is one variant of the Dyson spheres, the Dyson swarms. That should be interesting, made up of components by the looks of it. Look, I'm not an expert in this. I'm an astrophysicist, I'm not an aerospace engineer, no scientist. Anybody has got any thoughts on Dyson spheres? The possibilities of them being used out there by possible extraterrestrial civilizations, please drop a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. It'll be fantastic. I can remember once just talking about this in the 70s. You'd be beaten up and called a nerd, right? Even though the word didn't exist back then. Apparently, I don't think it did anyway. Yeah, just for even thinking the thought, the possibilities of extraterrestrial life. It's quite fascinating how things change. And why have they changed now? To do this, the teams constructed a pipeline where they filtered out certain factors to whittle down the sample of 5 million objects. The filters focus on detecting sources that display infrared excesses that cannot be attributed to any known source of radiation. Now, Dr. Matthias Swazo of Uppsala University and his team spotted strange signals from 7 red dwarfs within 900 light years of Earth, which appeared to be around 60 times brighter in infrared than expected. I'm very surprised that we're allowed to call them red dwarfs anymore. You know, I mean, is that word problematic now or something? You know, 7 red little people or something. I mean, do they call stars 7 red fat bastards or blue giants or something? I don't know. I think it's fascinating. Yes, now, all of these objects are M dwarfs, which are astrophysical phenomena cannot easily account for the observed infrared excess emission, the researchers wrote. Up to 16% of each star would have to be covered to account for the signal. If it was aliens, the signal would be more likely something known as a Dyson swarm, a collection of large satellites orbiting a star to collect energy. Thusly, this one here. Yeah. Well, maybe it's a civilization that's collapsed or died out millions of years ago and it's still semi-functional. That could be a possibility. Now, what are Dyson spheres? This is really interesting. The term was coined by physicist and mathematician Freeman Dyson in 1960, after he was inspired by the 1937 science fiction novel Star Maker by Olaf Stapledon. Now, the spheres are a hypothetical megastructure that surrounds a star and captures a large amount of its solar power output. Now, the idea that the energy collectors would absorb and re-radiate energy from the star, making it appear unusual to far-off observers and helping prove the existence of advanced civilization. Yep, really interesting, really fascinating to me that they could. I've seen many renderings of science fiction, Dyson spheres, just using the Dyson sphere to wrap around the sun and capture its energy. Entire civilizations built on the inside surface of Dyson spheres. It's wonderful, theoretic. It's just wonderful to go there in your mind and see the possibilities. Results from the International School for Advanced Studies in Italy found a broader range, with 53 candidates among larger stars, including some sun-like stars, a distance of up to 6,500 light years from Earth. However, there are some mundane reasons why infrared signatures are being emitted from certain stars. One natural explanation is that the stars are surrounded by hot planet-forming debris disks, but the researchers say that the stars they found appear too old to do this. None of them clearly explain such a phenomenon in the candidates, especially given that they are all M-dwarfs, the researchers wrote. Now, another possibility is that each star could be positioned in front of a distant galaxy, which is giving off an infrared glow. Excuse me. Good Lord, David. Way too many videos I've been making lately. Yes, and if any of you say, well, in that case, please shut up down in the comments, I'll probably understand. Either way, they say that a follow-up spectroscopy will help reveal the sources better, and it might just reveal where aliens are in our galaxy. Spectroscopy. I said that word twice. Oh, I spoke too soon. I was going to say I said that word right twice in a row, but then I stuffed up the words after it. Looks like my mouth is operating on half of Biden today.
Oh, bitch, use your words!
The results are published in the monthly notices of the Royal Academy of Sciences. Very, very interesting. Good old Dyson spheres from science fiction. Wouldn't it be wonderful, absolutely wonderful, if we were to be able to discover them? It would be fantastic. And there's, as I said, not a scientist, just love all science and combining it with science fiction and seeing the possibilities, you know. It's incredible, isn't it? All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News Update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it if you're up for it. Drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care. And as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
Fascinating.